Manhattan from the heart of New York. Well, you are joining this live stream today on February 1st, 2023. I will show you a surprise. We had some snow earlier and it did stay on the ground, so I'll go make a snowman. That of course is a joke, but it was snowing. It did get colder compared to a few days ago. In 2 days from now it will be even colder, but then weather will start to improve. And even though February 1st is the first day of last month of winter, pretty much everywhere it is not in America. A little cold for me. Today there is a new installation on Times Square and we will pass it, and why it's there and what it stands for and how long it will be there you will see when we get to that square. The road is white, but not white from the snow, it's white from the salt. And this is one of the nicest views to Empire State Building. It is cold for me, really cold. I'm not used to such weather. This winter has spoiled us New Yorkers, and I hope it will continue this route. Well, but for the fact that I do want it to snow like last year at the same time. Antoine, hello. An unexpected stream about the news. I was thinking to fly somewhere to someplace warm at the end of next week, but I cannot decide on it yet. Hi Dave, Jeffrey and F. I'm thinking between, well, just for a few days, like 3-4 days tops. I want to go somewhere not too far, like 3-hour flight, maybe maximum 4-hour each way flight, and I'm deciding between Miami, I think Bahamas. It's nice, but it's pretty boring for someone who loves to walk, because if you go to Bahamas you can just stay in one place, and it's not the type of vacation that I prefer. I like active vacation. Then I'm also thinking which other place is there that is close. Aruba, but I was there. Turks and Caicos. If you have been to any of these places, let me know. I also am thinking to go back to Saint Martin, but again, I haven't decided yet. Where would you go? Hello, Steelcard. Noise in New York, that's permanent, and it's very loud. In Europe you don't hear noise of this volume. So this is Park Avenue. On Park Avenue, actually, let's turn here to make it faster. I came to Park Avenue because I wanted to show you some snow. Maybe Mexico, no way, I will never go back, at least not to Cancun and not to Tulum. If I ever were to go back to Mexico, it would be probably like Mexico City or someplace there. Why I'm saying this is because I was back in November of 2022. I went to Mexico and it was the worst experience. I think I was there before that in 2018 or 2019, and it was much better than what Mexico has become, at least that part of Mexico. I was very disappointed. Surname is nice, but Suriname? What is Suriname? Or Curacao. I want somewhere where a place where you can take a direct flight, and that is not too far. Where is that place that you wrote? Suriname. In South America, Caribbean. I have never heard of it. Hi, Max. I'm afraid to take a screenshot now because I'm afraid that I will shut the whole stream. But if you don't mind, can you please write this in a comment after the stream? Suriname. Look at the bear. Trees are ready to bloom, but it's way too cold and too early. And the bear is even covered in snow a little. Hi, Jim. Suriname. Anton, can you please remind me of Suriname? I want to check it out. A lot of construction, as I was telling you before. All the cables, all the internet, whatnot, goes under the ground here. That's why you see roads are bumpy for cars and for pedestrians. And you can now see the reason why. Dutch colonial estate. So same as Martinique, right? I think it had something to do with Dutch as well. So you see, to replace something or to fix something, that specifically is Con Edison, so that's electricity. They have to dig a hole in the ground, and before they finish it, if they don't finish it immediately or the same day or the same time when they're here, they put a huge thick metal plates here on top until they fix it. So see what's happening? To get to what has to be fixed, they have to make a hole, and that alone takes a lot of time. As I told you, in this area of Park Avenue, there were a lot of celebrities of the past who lived. For example, in that building, there at least one senator lived, and there were some other people. Hi, Louise Nibu. Hello. Yes, this is life, and I do remember where you're from. I saw a rat the size of a cat on another New York live stream yesterday, but it was trash day, so they have to eat too. Well, trash day is every day in New York. Look, we have some snow. And so does the car. Let's make a snowman. Real snow. Oh! Okay, wishes come true. I did want snow to stay on the ground. Now I wish for a blizzard. Let's see if my dream will come true soon. Hello, Dave. We see people on the summit observation deck. Let me zoom in, see how good iPhone is in that. Can you see people over there? Not very clear, but at least we can see something moving there. And why this observation, what distinguishes that observation deck from others is that it has inflated gray or silver balloons, which look pretty cool. Oh, sorry guys, 1 sec. Okay, now there is a gorilla, and from here we will be turning to go faster to Times Square. I should have taken gloves, but I did not. Look at this nice bear. On the other street it was big, and here it's just a mini version of it, and of my favorite color. What is your favorite color, guys? Again, they're filming a movie here. Boyd Capote and the women. Oh, yes, and the women. And let's turn left here for a change. I'll show you one of my favorite places in New York. I'm not a huge fan of museums, especially not of museums in New York. The only two which I like are Met and Met, the part that is in like close to Bronx, if not the Bronx. So that's Cloisters. We will want to go there for sure with a stream. Look, flowers are trying to make their way over through the soil and the snow. too early flowers don't appear just yet. Do not be mistaken. A few days of warm weather is not yet spring. So, and the second museum is this. If you book your ticket on Friday for the following Friday, then you can go here for free. Otherwise, I don't remember if it costs $20, $25 or $30. So that's a good deal, I would say. Blue. Is Nibble the only one who is talking to me? Thank you, Nibble. Oh, orange. Thank you, Dave. Blue, orange. These are unusual colors. Usually men say black or some dark colors. Black and white. The opposites. I'm wearing shoes which I only buy in Russia for winter, so they don't sell like winter shoes in New York City. They can sell boots, but boots. I'm not speaking about Uggs, right? But I mean like regular boots. But boots are, that's what it's called, the Morgan Library and Museum. They have really, really old books, and unlike in Louvre, where I was last year, they have real deal. So in Louvre, where they tell to have things from before Christ, so BC, it's not, because you can touch them, you can come close, you can like take a picture hugging it, and the item is told to be from some year BC, but that's total BS, not BC, because if it were real, you would never be able to come close to it. It would be protected. So they have a lot of, I don't know, replicas or whatnot. And it smells like paint there, which means a lot of paintings are brand new, but told to be from long ago. I hate when it's fake. While books here in that library are really from like 14th, 13th, 11th century, which is amazing. Hello, RJ. Guggenheim, I don't like Guggenheim. I don't like modern art. I don't understand modern art. I like something that is real. Something that, I don't know. I'm like old school. Oh, and I forgot to respond. I want to mention the name of this person. I don't know if Nightbot is here with me today, but I do not speak on my streams about politics and about my private life and about religion. So please, you can ask me questions. I don't mind any questions, but this is not something I will respond to. Speaking of politics that I don't discuss, I can just mention something without giving my opinion on it. President Biden was in New York yesterday. They are building new tunnel under Hudson River from Penn Station. I think that they will be opening it next year. It's not very far from Lincoln Tunnel, or where current railroad goes under Hudson River to New Jersey, but it will be brand new. I don't know if it's useful information to you, but I hope the fact that they are doing something with railroad means that there are a lot of improvements coming, and that one day, and especially it's important for people who live in New York and who know Penn Station, one day it will not be what it looks like now, which is a bum hole, which is a homeless hole, which is a place where there are a lot of drugs and whatnot. Speaking of drugs, I was speaking to you about hotels for illegal immigrants. Well, guess what? There are so many drug addicts. I mean, not just... I mean, weed is also drug. To me personally, it is a drug. But I mean really serious drugs. Yesterday when I was passing on Fifth Avenue, approximately the level where we are now, there was a guy who was injecting something in his vein. I took a horizontal video, so I cannot post it here as a shorts video from YouTube, but it was crazy, and it's not exceptional. I'm sure that along the way as we are walking now, we will see a lot of needles, and I'll show you some of them. So, speaking of which, Look at that. And trust me, these are not people who have health issues. These are people who have mental issues more so, and health as a result of injections as such. Nightbot is here. Leonid, good to see you. Colorado, what is the time difference with New York? Is it, so if New York it's 10, in Colorado it's 8 a.m.? And again, for people, especially from Colorado, look, we can boast now some snow as well. Huh, how do you like that? Oh, that guy was injecting something in his hand. Maybe he will do it now when we will come closer. And Empire State Building. Nice view to that tower from here. And guys, I want to thank you all for being part of my channel and being more than 500 now. Thank you for everyone who subscribes to my channel. I wish I was streaming during 2020 when I walked every single day. There was not one day when I was inside without leaving, and had I streamed back then, I'm sure I would have more than 500,000 followers by now, but it's coming. The bright colors immediately remember the area of Bushwick Collective. Shall we go there sometime? I have it on my list, and I just wrote it down a few days ago. Yes, we will go there. Yes. So this is the guy who was doing drugs. Weird. And don't tell me to feel sorry for these people. I don't. That's the life they choose. And whenever a city or state gives them money, that's the way they want to spend their money. I don't judge, but I'm not here to feel sorry for them either. That's why when people tell me, oh, why do you not do this or that to homeless people? Well, homeless people are mostly them here in New York. He's chilling. Well, yeah, in such weather he's definitely chilling. It's sunny today, yes, and cold and snowy. On Friday night we're expecting weather to drop to minus 15 degrees Celsius, which means it will feel like, because of humidity and wind and other factors in New York, it will probably feel like at least minus 20. You see some snow? Wow, there's a lot of snow here. Winter is here. So as I said, I did wish for snow to stay on the ground. Thank you God for hearing my prayers. Now please, give us some blizzard, major blizzard. But please, not when I go, not on the day when I will be taking a flight. Traces of drug addicts, unfortunately, yes. Natalia, we are 5280, that's the Mile High City. I don't understand that, I'm sorry. What do you mean by that? In Europe, you can see a lot of places decorated in flowers. Well, America, New York, catch us up with that. But this, mostly, well, restaurants cover themselves in flowers, and also flower shops. I wanted to show Empire State Building, but we cannot see it from here just yet. Okay, ready? For the Empire State Building. You can make a snowball and throw it at the wall or at someone. The wall would not be as interesting as throwing it at some person. I'll tell you a secret. I actually like when I can see all messages, so when there are not a lot of people who are watching a stream at once, because I do not miss any single message, and it's very personalized, so I can respond to any comments that you leave here. Some of these restaurants, some of these hotels in the area. Well, first of all, price for hotels in this specific area, you saw the proximity to the Empire State Building is approximately $400 per night per room. A room that is really small, the size of, I don't know, maybe someone's wardrobe, where you can hardly open or put your bag, your luggage. Also, they have a designer district here where they used to make things in the past, sew things in the past. And what I like about New York is that there are still places which are left from what was here 50, 60 years ago. The guy was waving. Flower shop, yes. Siri, good to see you. Elevation is 5,280 feet, when New York City probably close to sea level. I wanted to check elevation today. Do you know that you have, people who have iPhones, that you can check elevation if you open Compass? So that's where you check elevation. So dear RJ, can you please open Compass right now and see at which exact elevation you are at the moment? And I do agree with you that I think elevation here is approximately 0, maybe a little higher, maybe, but just a little. That's why it's good here for people with, I guess, blood pressure, high blood pressure, because it's even sea level. You see how bad roads in Manhattan are, but now we know why. Well, now you know why. And if you don't, just watch the beginning of this stream. Yesterday, so there was a skating rink in Bryant Park, and yesterday I think I was passing by it around 9 p.m. and you know how people celebrate they have corporate parties, so they celebrate holidays which now passed, Christmas and New Year's. Most companies celebrate, go to restaurant, and then the employees go to restaurant or to clubs before holidays, but some do it after holidays. I think it makes more sense to do it after holidays, because in that case you are sure you can be sure that there will be seats in a restaurant for the number of people you want, or that you can rent the full restaurant, and it's not as busy. So yesterday when I was passing Bryant Park, there were weird announcements like the gift card goes to, and people who were skating were not people who you usually see skate, but rather people who go at high speed, who do different tricks, the crazy guys, what I imagine the guys from Bronx to be and then I understood that they had their corporate party not in a restaurant but on a skating rink, and they could do whatever they wanted at that point. And then I guess there was some sort of a lottery for them, where whoever won, it was announced, they would announce, oh, your time has come to an end, please leave the skating rink. If there are Jewish people watching this stream, that is a synagogue. You see regular buildings of offices and stores, bank, and this is a synagogue squeezed in between these buildings. Hello France, hello Manhattan, hello Leonid. He has a blue key, wow, he's important. Do you have a blue key, Anton? You should. And thank you for the reminder. Sergey says to like this video, to subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. We are not very many in number now watching that stream, so this stream is very personalized, so you have an opportunity to write anything and be noticed, to ask anything, and your answer will be, and you will get an answer. Your question will get an answer. These are all bags. Would you buy such a bag, lady? Or maybe some man? Then hello. Why do you need a key? Oh, because that's a key to my heart. Hello, Ruben. Hello, hello. Some small building near the synagogue. Is it really enough for the Jews? Well, there are many synagogues in the city. This is just one of them. There's a homeless person. And some homeless are really homeless, and these are the people who I do feel sorry for. But others are just drug addicts. Yesterday I witnessed on 5th Avenue, close to Rockefeller Center, something that made my heart really feel warm. So when I was passing a homeless person, he was under some scaffolding. For people who don't know what scaffolding is, I can show you an example. There is not one street, I think, without scaffolding. So that's when there's construction on the building. To cover up construction, they put scaffolding. So one homeless guy was taken half a block under scaffolding. He was like really, he had at least a 3-bedroom apartment there. And then there was a car that stopped, a regular sedan, people wearing orange. Hi Dave. So orange vests. They came out of the car. So they are the people who help homeless. They come to the homeless and they ask if he needs anything, if he's all right, because yesterday did start to get cold. So it was 13 degrees Celsius a couple of days ago. Yesterday temperature dropped to -3 Celsius. So you could feel the difference. And they had a really nice conversation that lasted just a few seconds with that man, and that man is really homeless, so he didn't seem to be a drug addict, at least to me. And then once they got a confirmation that he doesn't need a shelter for the night and that he was okay and that he is okay on food, they wished him a good evening. He told them to stay safe, and they left. That made my heart melt. And that is what I appreciate about the city, and this is the way it should be. But I don't think that city should help with drugs or drug addicts. Not help them, but I mean, if they heal them, great. If they help them to get rid of that, great. But not help them with money so that they can go and buy that crap. Hello, Alexander. This fountain, it's not frozen now, but if weather stays as is, or if it gets a little colder than now, we will see that this fountain is a beautiful masterpiece made by nature. And I'm sure it will happen this year before winter is over. So as I wrote in the name of this stream, look how beautiful. February is not the last day of winter in America. You know which day is, or which month is? This fountain commemorates the strong and beautiful character of Josephine Shaw Lowell, 1843-1905, wife, 1 year of a patriot soldier, widow at 21, servant of New York State City. Why did he have to go on top of it when there is no one around and he could walk around? He saw that I was reading it, whatever. Servant of New York State and City in their public charities, sincere, candid, courageous and tender, bringing help and hope to the fainting and inspiring others to concentrated labors. And the sun is out. So last day of winter is on March 20th. So it's always each season is 3 weeks, starts 3 weeks later than in the rest of the world in America. Why? Don't ask me, I don't know why. If you guys read and saw what I posted in a community tab yesterday about milk, well, the store where I purchased that milk is here. And once I finish and the bottle is ready to be deposited, then I'll come back here, I'll give them the bottle, and I will get back the $2 that I overpaid for it. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, just go to the community tab on my YouTube and you will see. Also, community tab you can use to see when I will go live next time and some other announcements or pictures we have a country of alcoholics, you have drug addicts. That's very true. There are a lot of alcoholics in Russia and there are a lot of drug addicts in America. Hello, Miguel. So now we are going to Times Square. There is a new installation. When I was passing Times Square yesterday, I saw that they were just putting it there. But now I hope that it's ready for us to see. Bryant Park is favorite place of Leonid. Leonid likes Bryant Park, so that's why we passed it now to show it to him as well. And guys, while we are going to Times Square, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Put a like to this video, that helps to promote my channel. Oh, this guy is crazy. And a comment or question is what you can write here too. Empire State Building from here. There is a Macy's store. I think I already showed it to you in one of the other streams. They have an installation for St. Valentine's there. I will put a picture that I took here on community tab, on the community tab. On my other channel I can post stories, and I was thinking that you can have stories once you reach a level of 1,000 followers, but I think it's 10,000. If only I had that option. Thank you, Miguel. Miguel said that he will put thumbs up. To be honest, this winter I didn't even switch the heat on because it was so warm most of the time. I mean, at home. And I also don't really wear winter clothes, but I guess it's time to take it out. We are walking to Times Square. That's exactly where we are headed now. A very nice view to skyscrapers and other buildings that are... There is not even space between buildings that are squeezed in. Some Valentine. Someone reminding us of Valentine here. Is anyone celebrating Valentine's Day? Cleo, hello! I think 10,000 yes to post stories. Well, then I have a long way to go because I do it all the time on my Russian channel, but there I have almost 31,000 followers. But I was hoping that it's 1,000 because I like stories. I post them daily on Instagram, and yeah, it's a fast way to share something with followers. Fast and easy. There's a Good Lobster restaurant to the right. I think it's owned either by Ukrainians or by Russians, and there's always a huge line to get there in this passage. So where you see the ball that is dropping on New Year's, this building has been under construction for 2 years now. I thought that they would be opening it for this new year, but it didn't happen. Reason for that is that they're opening a new observation deck on top of it, and it will be different than any other observation deck in the city. There are becoming so many in New York, which is good. Beautiful reflection in the windows of neighboring skyscrapers. Yes, that's an advantage of buildings made of glass. Winter in the USA from December 22nd until March 21st. Until March 20th, to be exact, March 21st is the first day of spring. That is right. This is what scaffolding is. During rain or snow, it's perfect. You can hide under and you won't get wet, but on other days I don't like scaffolding. And there is so there are so many places with scaffolding in the city. Once I tried to see whether there are two blocks one after another without it, and I wasn't able to find such a place, at least not in Manhattan. Times Square is a place which is not as pleasant as it was a few years ago. There are a lot of homeless, majority of drug addicts, and now illegal immigrants who are doing drugs live here or stay here. This is one of the examples. And it always smells like weed here. But I do hope and I do think that it will improve. Like, I always stay alert on Times Square. For people who are into finance, this is NASDAQ. It used to be in a different location, but now NASDAQ is here. And whenever a company goes, well, sometimes you see a crowd here of people looking at NASDAQ because their company goes in the stock exchange. So whenever, or they have a meeting here, and then they come and they see it on the screen, which is right here, and it makes them super duper happy. And that's H&M building. At the bottom of it there is an H&M store, a big one, probably. I think it's the main one in the city. I'm thinking between this one and the one in Herald Square, probably this one. I don't know why they closed this part, and I'm sure that something important will be here, because they don't usually close the area by the flag. So most likely, maybe even President Biden will come here, I don't know. This is new. So many new things are happening here today, but this is not the installation that I wanted to show you. Installation is coming up. It's closer to stairs, red stairs. This is a place where they have Good Morning America show, and anyone can come here, stand with a banner, or if you know which celebrities they have on the show on a specific day, I'll show you where you need to go in order to see that person coming into the building. They're replacing a banner. By the way, anyone can see themselves, can see oneself on Times Square, and it doesn't cost that much money. But that I will share some other time. Let's see who is here today. So these are the hosts of Good Morning America show. Let's ask who is here today. Excuse me, do you know who is here today?
Michael Urie.
Sorry?
Michael Urie.
Okay, thank you. Do you know him? Michael Urie? Something like that? Who's that? I'm bad because I don't watch TV, I don't know names of actors and so on, so whenever someone says something to me, I'm like, who is that? Hello, Walter. Hedgehog in Manhattan, we saw a hedgehog. You can buy souvenirs on Times Square. Thank you, Anton. I hope everyone liked that video who is watching it, and that everyone is subscribed to my channel. I hope to have 500 followers by mid-February, but thanks to you, all of you, I now have 500 followers even before January was over. My hand is frozen, so I guess this stream will not be as long as other streams, because I do have to stay warm. But I must show you that new installation on Times Square. It's here for St. Valentine's Day, and I think they're opening it today. So let's see if they have finished installing it. The name means nothing to me either. Yeah. Does anyone know that person who he mentioned? These places which have smoke coming from them, they always smell so bad. I mean, people in America, they care about pollution and stuff. I don't know why they let these things be even in the center of Manhattan, in the center of Times Square. This is something that a homeless guy has, and not just one, but two. They smell like, I don't know what to call, like burnt pretzels. Pretty bad. Where's the cowboy walks around here, but right now I guess it's too early for him, or maybe too cold. But no matter what weather there is outside, he always walks naked on Times Square. When I first came to America in 2002, that was the first time I saw him. That was when I worked here as a student. I was working as a lifeguard and work and travel program. Then I came here in 2004. He was here. I was already surprised. And then when I started living here in 2012, I saw that he was still here. And even up to this day, which is 2023, he's still here. So more than 20 years have passed, and cowboy doesn't change. Naked cowboy. People, I think that's media next to this new installation of grass and hearts. Or there is, or I don't know if it's media or if it's police. That black car. Let's see. That's a weird car. Do you know what this is? And what is on top? Like cameras, lights? What is it for? Hello, Patrick. Can you remember a place in Manhattan where it smells delicious? Maybe some good bakery. There is no good bakery which I was able to find in New York. Where does it smell delicious? It smells delicious in my apartment when I make my drink. It smells delicious in my apartment when I make a steak. It smells delicious in the corridor of the building where I live when someone cooks. But rather than that, oh, let's see who's here. I don't know. Oh, there's a rat.
Structural engineering was by Stillman, and sound design and audio engineering was by Bernardi Sariaci. A big thank you to this year's participating finalists, Parker Pension, Future
I think he has his own
Rainbow
Instagram.
Afra and National Afra, Office of Teams, and Resources.
Like immediately put, very pleased. Thank you.
An incredible amount of input.
Okay, let's see who's opening, who's here to open it.
Stephen Cassell, Carson Chan, Andy Foyer, Kendall Henry, Fauzia Kanani, Nina Marin, Elizabeth Masella, and a special thank you to the Commissioner of the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities, Christina Curry, for her consultation on accessibility and inclusion. I also want to thank our Assistant Director, Brittany Collins, for orchestrating everything from our lineup of finalists to our panel of jurors, to sourcing fresh cut roses and the baskets they are delivered in, along with our incredible public art associate, Liam Archer. And thank you to the broader team at Times Square Alliance in communications, development, and operations, especially our colleagues in sanitation and public safety who allow our plazas to be clean, safe, and welcoming exhibition spaces for public art. I am honored today to choose love alongside this all-star team and this year's winning firm, Almost Studio, co-founders Dorian Booth, Anthony Gagliardi, and with team members Eli Liebnow and
Some
Isabella
people have
Caledonia.
roses here, why don't I? I told you that there are rats in New York. Max, the rat we are seeing now is probably bigger than the rat you saw yesterday on the street. Who is that guy? Okay, let's see where they give roses. I'll take one. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, they have roses inside that installation. So this is installation for love. It's supposed to be something with hearts. I think that if they had this less of this greenery and more like bigger places that look like hearts, that would be even better. I don't know. Recently, I'm not a huge fan of installations in the city. This is El Capone, that's what I thought. Who are these people? Can you ask me an easier question? I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, you cannot really tell that it's a heart, right? But it is a heart. Look. Almost impossible to recognize it. So I guess this is what it looks like, or supposed to look like. What is Love's Age? Edge? What's Age? And it will be here for the full month of February. And where is this line to? This? Oh, I see where they give roses. Aha! Let's come and check it out. And get one of the roses. Can I have one of the roses? Okay, sure. You're the best. Thank you. Aww. Yahoo! Isn't it pretty? Okay, where is this line to? Well, the answer is simple. This line is not to this event. The line is to under the stairs, under the famous red stairs, to get cheap tickets on Broadway show. So whenever they cannot sell tickets, or whenever they see that there is not enough people to attend some musical or some Broadway show, then they put discounted tickets here, and you can get them for a really good deal. So you see what they show and prices that you would pay, which are usually discounted by at least 30%. And this is where you pay for the tickets. So, with that, I will probably finishing this stream. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done that yet. Don't forget to like this video, whether you're watching it live now, you still have a chance. Or if you watch a replay, I want to say hi to people who I know who are here all the time, but who did not have an opportunity to join this stream live. And I will be with you very soon. Definitely on Saturday, as you remember, at 2 p.m. and maybe sometime before. So guys, you have a great day, great, warm, sunny, beautiful day, full of positive energy and great events. I'll see you another time. Bye bye.